everyone, welcome back. Today I thought we'd have a little chat, a little discussion. I like talking about things that I feel are relevant in my everyday life. Also, I feel like a lot of you guys would find relevant and interesting topics. So, you know, I've talked about weddings, I've talked about divorce, I've talked about feeling fat and sassy, etc. Just being an adult generally. This topic is something that's kind of relevant for me right now, but also it's sort of been talked about within certain friend groups of mine recently, and I thought, you know what, I'd actually like to talk about it to you as well. What does diet culture mean? To me, diet culture is the profiting of people's insecurities and or the profiting of making feel like people need to lose weight, the whole profiting off weight loss, and also the kind of you do this you'll be a better person kind of thing, like the constant barrage, I suppose, online and in the media and everywhere basically. That's how I see diet culture. I guess I just kind of wanted to talk about it. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? And my viewpoint, what I'm doing, what my personal goals are on the health and fitness thing at the moment. Big discussion, quite a touchy subject, I guess, but I just want to be honest and sort of real about it as much as I can. First of all, I just kind of want to talk about fat shaming in the media and how I was in my corner shop the other day and I walked past the magazines, and on most of the women mags and the TV mags or the kind of gossip mags, there was usually a lady in a bikini or a lady just there in an unflattering sort of angle or pose, and it just sparked back a load of memories. I don't read magazines anymore, but when I was a kid and I was growing up, I used to look at all my mum's magazines, and I can guarantee you every single one would have had some kind of article saying Sharon's gained 16 pounds, this lady's gained this much, oh my god, look at this elephant on the beach sort of thing. And it was constant. It was like a constant thing to have a woman, a celebrity, a soap star being humiliated because of how they looked, and that body shaming all the time. And then there'd be an article on the next page about dieting, or does this look good with this, or would my bum look big in this. It was just constantly mixed messages and constantly subtly guilt tripping people through these articles. And also growing up in the 90s and stuff, around the time when all the supermodels were super stick thin, all the pop stars were really super stick thin, there was just this kind of general consensus that skinny was better and slim was better. Now, I am gonna make a disclaimer. There is nothing wrong with skinny girls, slim girls, etc. This is not any shade on anyone at all. I'm just sort of trying to put into context to get the video flowing, and also trying to put into context basically the kind of way the world has been working and its preferred angle on slimmer ladies. So please don't think I'm being a dickhead, because I'm not. You're cool too, it's fine, you know, we're all different. So I guess that kind of thing naturally has made people, for always, women especially, feel like they had to be a certain way. You have to look like that, you have to look like this. And I think it's affected a lot of women from a young age, because it's only really recently that there has just been a lot more diversity, I guess, in the media and on shopping and in magazines when it comes to body sizes. So it's kind of, for most of us, it's been drilled into our heads that slimmer is better. Buying into fad diets. Now, when I say fad diets, I mean diets that are really extreme, that they work for a period of time, and they have really insane effects, you'll shed 12 pounds in a day, but they're actually just stupid. They are just awful. And I feel like that is part of the fuel to the fire of this diet culture and this diet culture negativity, is these stupid diets that you could go on. I'm not really against Slimming World or Weight Watchers as such, because those are, I mean, I used to do Slimming World and it did work, but you have to like stick to the rules, their rules. I agree to them to the extent that they are helping people that may not know, that may not have been eating properly before or had like a healthy diet, and it makes a difference for people because it is quite balanced. They do teach you like, you could have this amount of this, and it's this amount of this. And it simplifies dieting basically. I am on the fence on it though, because I do like, it works for some people, but I do think that kind of the fact that to me it is still like a business at the end of the day. I think the diet club and the community and going there and being around people that also want to make changes to themselves, and that kind of, that community spirit, you know, you got to go there once a week to have a weigh-in, just to see your progress. You could go for advice. That side of it is cool. I don't really agree with the kind of product selling and the fact that it's still like a business and it's technically profiting off people. It's just a messy thing, because you could say, well, why do you pay to go see a personal trainer? Because they're obviously profiting off you going to see them. I guess it's the same thing. It's a tricky subject when it comes to like dieting clubs and stuff, whatever. So I'm on the fence when it comes to like diet clubs. When it comes to fad diets and fad like products though, like no, like skinny teas, they are just dumb. When they use their Instagram advertising, they're already using girls that are super slim, so that's again false advertising. The girls are probably not even drinking the skinny tea. The skinny teas, they just essentially just make you poo yourself. You're like, oh yeah, I'm losing weight, but you're not really losing weight, you're just shitting yourself. That is again playing on people's insecurities. Oh, you drink this tea, you'll lose all this weight, woo! Because it's making people think that they're gonna have a quick fix, and quick fixes aren't sustainable fixes. They just make you feel good for 10 minutes and then, oh hang on, wait, what's going on? It's misinforming people as well. And then you got like your diet pills. I don't know, I just think anything that promises you that you're gonna shed this much weight or whatever in this amount of time, dumb. I also find it frustrating when you go to wedding fairs. There is always a diet, there's normally a diet person there. Like I remember when I went to a wedding fair, this guy, he handed me a leaflet, was like, do you wanna sign up to our like be bride ready fucking thing? And I was like, no, rude. And I think that the whole dieting for your wedding is also the way that it's, the fact that it's kind of like become a thing, like brides feel that they have to now, and that it's like that pre-wedding diet that just seems to be a thing that people are selling or like advising, or that just feel that people feel like they need to. That's the sad part. Like I've got nothing against people that want to diet because they want to diet, because like you could have gone for a dress fitting like 6 months before the wedding and then ate 12 pizzas a week and then gone, shit, I'm not gonna fit in my wedding dress. People want to do stuff for self-improvement, which is fair enough, which I'll go on to talk to, but I mean more so the pressure that people feel that they have to diet for their wedding. That's stupid. Obviously, like I said, a lot of brides feel like they have to lose weight before their wedding. They feel like they have to, because that's just the way it is. But also a lot of people generally do. Like how many people can hold their hands up and gone, I have dieted before my holiday, or I have dieted for a certain event, or I have told myself that I will be thinner by the time I'm this. Again, that's just this idea that people feel like they need to be, woo! They need to be a certain weight or look a certain way for a milestone. And I mean, I've put my hands up. I have dieted so much through my life and given myself so much pressure to be a certain way or look a certain way before a certain time, because I feel like, oh, if I don't look like this by this time, then oh Lord. And I saw someone's Instagram actually recently which said the amount of times that I have said, oh, when you're thinner, or when you're this weight by this time, then you can do that. And it's forever giving it's wasting your life, isn't it? Essentially, you are just putting pressure on yourself to look a certain way for something, when really, like, who said you had to do that? Like, why are we feeling the need to do this. I feel like the pressure of feeling like you have to diet is different to wanting to self-improve. I felt the pressure to be thin. I wanted to be skinny for a long time, and I guess I went through phases during growing up and during my YouTube career where I wanted to be slimmer. Like, I wanted to be slimmer because I felt like there was a bit of a gap for middle-sized girls that weren't quite plus size or who weren't quite slim in the blogging industry, and I felt a little bit isolated. But I feel like there's more and more girls now stepping up and saying, actually, we don't fit in a box. And I've talked about this before, being a middle girl. I don't fit in a box, and I no longer feel this pressure to be a certain way, because actually I am quite happy the way that I am. However, when it comes to self-improvement, I am completely aware that I was quite frivolous, I'd say, with my eating and lack of exercising over the summer. I wasn't the healthiest over summer, and I especially wasn't the healthiest when I went on holiday, which has resulted in me feeling a little bit icky and inside, and I don't feel as fit anymore, I don't feel as strong anymore, and that has made me want to go on a bit of a health kick. And I was discussing today actually with my personal trainer. I said to her, like, I am actually not that bothered about how I look anymore. Like, I've just come to realise that this is who I am. I was striving to be someone that I wasn't. I don't think it helped also being with my ex-boyfriend, and this is no slating on him at all, and he never actually said anything about my weight negatively, and he never said I needed to lose weight, but he was really into the gym and fitness, and he used to follow a lot of fitness girls on Instagram, like the proper, like, and I guess I felt a little bit intimidated by that, and I guess I felt a little bit self-conscious that I didn't look like all these girls that he was following, all these people that he was following. So I always felt this pressure that I had to be like that, which is so stupid. And again, yeah, no shade, no disrespect, but that's how I felt at the time. But yeah, now I just feel all right. But I'm doing this diet plan, and I'm doing the PT and the boot camp regularly, because the exercise keeps me focused and is amazing for my mental health, and keep feeling productive and good, and it just keeps me motivated. When I wasn't exercising, I was in this really horrible slump, and I just found it super hard to get up in the morning, and I had no motivation, and I didn't get much done. My productivity levels were really low. But I kind of feel like I need this, and I need that community of my boot camp, and I need to see Kat, just to talk about life, and just because it's good. Yeah, it's good for my mental health. But also, I like feeling strong. I like feeling fit. That feeling of like, I'm a badass. I can fucking climb a mountain. I can lift my own suitcase up the stairs, up the underground station. I can, I don't need someone to help me. I can do this myself. That is such a nice feeling. When it comes to nutrition and food, I had kind of let go, I guess, and I wasn't really eating well regularly, and I was drinking a lot of alcohol, not like getting wasted, but I was, very, oh, I'll just have this, I'll have a beer tonight, and I kept doing that. I drank loads on holiday. Just wasn't really looking after myself. So if anything, this, for me, self-improvement is actually just doing it for yourself. I want to lose the weight that I put on over summer, because I feel like it's extra baggage. It just makes me feel of like when I was feeling down about myself, like I enabled like myself to put on weight and feel shit. And I feel like if you're doing self-improvement for your own well-being, your own health, and your own mental state, then that is really super good. I feel if you're dieting, however, because you feel pressured to, you feel like you have to, or you're doing something which socially or like society people normally diet for, then no. I think that the world is changing for the better. There is a lot of diversity now in modelling, there's a lot of diversity on TV. I feel like we've still got a little way to go. I feel like when brands use all different shapes and sizes, they still make a big deal out of it. I think until that stops, it will then become normal. Like, yay, you used a girl with a big butt to promote your jeans, and you're, congrats. Like, No, just make it normal. Like always use different size girls to model your clothes. Don't make a spectacle out of it, because you're kind of like, it's like when someone does you a favour and they say it was out the kindness of their heart and not to worry about it, yet they keep reminding you that they did it. It's like, it's no different to that, you know? At the end of the day, you've got to do what you got to do. If you want to change yourself for your own well-being, your own mental health, then do so. I don't think there's anything wrong with anyone that wants to diet and who wants to lose weight, as long as, like, if they're doing it for themselves. I feel like diet culture generally, yeah, it is a negative thing. The guilt tripping, the shitty fucking diets, the bad products, the shaming of people and their bodies, seeing that, like, having a negativity on size. I think everyone has an idea of what they feel comfortable at and what they feel good at, and I think people should just respect that people might want to achieve a goal to get to there. The sun is just doing my head in, it keeps going in and out. Because the times are changing, there is like this negativity now seen around dieting, and that it is always like a bad thing, and that some people will make you feel ashamed that you want to diet and that you shouldn't be feeding that like body troll thing, which you're definitely not if you're doing it for the right reasons. If your health and your mental state and your nutrition comes first and you're not doing it because you feel like that magazine told you to, then just do it. Generally though, when my food plan is a little bit more lenient and I can have a few more treats in the week and go out for some meals and stuff and maybe have the odd glass of wine or whatever, you know, have a few more drinks or whatever, I feel like I'm still going to maintain that mentality and still go and work out. And because, oh God, the exercise for me is the big thing. Like, it's just, feels so good, feels so good. But everyone has their own way of like exercising, like, and their way of releasing steam. Mine is going to boot camp and seeing Cat for PT. Also getting into hiking. But other people got so many other ways that they like to like let off steam. Basketball, tennis, playing golf, playing football, playing rugby. I feel like we just need to be kind to ourselves. Let our bodies tell us what we need to do. My body right now is going, ugh. That's it really, that's all I've really got to say about it. It was just like one big rambling mess, but it was just like, this is something that I've been talking about quite a lot recently with my friends and stuff, and I just wanted to talk about it with you in a big rambly state. Also, can I just say, where's my mug? This mug is awesome. I'll put the link to it down below, but brains and booty, yay. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. I am thinking about making Sundays like a topical day. I know a lot of other YouTubers do it. I love the idea. So if there's any other topics you want me to talk about, write it down in the description. I would love to know what you want me to say or talk about topics. It might be like tea with Helen. Like I'm spilling the tea / drinking tea. But actually this is coffee today. Thanks everyone, I'll see you soon. Bye.